All right, we're checking your money tonight. President Trump announcing more tariffs over the last 48 hours. And local shoppers are now telling us they're starting to feel the impact in their wallets. It's going to bring in our business and tech reporter, Scott Budman. Those pockets being impacted now, Scott.
Yeah, and Audrey, we're starting to hear from the president. He says these new tariffs will take effect in August unless another one of these deals are struck. Shoppers say even though the tariffs have not fully taken effect, they're starting to have an effect. We've now had some of President Trump's tariffs long enough to notice they're sending prices higher at the produce aisle and at some restaurants.
Like we went to a Five Guys and it's twice. The little hamburger is like $9.99 here.
But for the most part, big tariffs have not yet kicked in. In fact, the Trump administration has paused more tariffs than he's enforced.
Years ago, they're not rising at the rate that people think are fearful of.
So economists say, at least for a while, your grocery bill is likely to rise a little.
What I expect to try to cut through the noise is that prices are going to start to rise. The rate of inflation is going to accelerate, but at a relatively slow pace compared to 2022.
But there are exceptions. For example, this table David Yeski ordered from Mexico. Cost with taxes and shipping about $1,900. Then a tariff added on, $600 or 30%.
I've ordered things from Mexico before, never had anything delivered COD with a big tariff attached to it.
That was a big addition, $600.
That's your 30% right there that everyone's talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so President Trump is talking about the extra revenue coming from these tariffs. How much exactly are we talking about here?
We're talking about billions of dollars, and this is what the administration is saying. There's now a surplus of these duties and tariffs coming in of billions of dollars, and he's talking about that because it is America making a profit. But ask Dave where that profit comes from, and he will say, the wallets of Americans. This is a guy that lives in San Francisco, and he's paying 30% extra for something he ordered out of Mexico, and that's how tariffs work. So he's not so psyched about that profit because it literally came from his own wallet.
I get it. All right, Scott, thanks so much.
You bet.